Right, I haven't done one of these in a really, really long time, but I don't know. I'm not doing great, and I need to just sort of get this all out of me. Otherwise, I'm gonna fucking explode. Um, so a bit of context, I guess, May. Fuck, I don't know. What are we at? Day like 10 of isolation or some shit. So, okay, context, coronavirus. Um, 12 days ago, I had to close my business, and so yeah, I've pretty much it's just been me in cell since then. Um, been, you know, chatting to some people online. I'm like back on a couple of like dating apps. Um, so I don't know. Like that's kind of been cool. I've found a new app called The Pattern, which I guess every couple of days gives me a bit of a horoscope, and that's been given me something to focus on. It feels like whether it's been encouraging me to pursue these relationships with new people, or getting me to think about like the inner journey that I'm on myself right now. Um, yeah, and I don't know. I just woke up in a really, really shit mood. I called mum to try and kind of like just offload some to her, and I don't know, now we're arguing about whether or not she laughed at me over the phone, because I felt like I felt like, she said, well, I don't know how I can help, but it is what it is. Um, so I'm at day 33 of my cycle, so I already know that that's a big part of it, and I'm trying to just fucking be chill and go through one day at a time or one moment at a time. I mean, the good thing is like I don't want to use. I mean, any other day I will probably wake up and feel like this and just be like, fuck it. I don't want to deal with today, but I'm not feeling that way. So I'm obviously embracing this feeling of meh, um, because I think I'm gonna have some kind of revelation from it, I think, but I just don't know. Yeah, really frustrated with so many people. Frustrated with the men in my life that are apparently pursuing me, because they're all not the right one, I don't think. So I feel like I'm just wasting time on that front, I guess. And then even like fucking Ron started messaging me again yesterday and wanting to know, if I'm still winning the good fight. And I'm like, what fucking fight are you talking about? He's like, oh, are you still off dope? And I'm like, I'm not even answering that. That's all he wants to know. He just wants to be able to rub it in my face that he's clean and I'm not. And like, I'm already frustrated with myself for not being clean, for not fucking pulling my finger out earlier. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. It's been really fucking hard to cope. And like, I don't know, like, I mean, coping, I guess, is one side of it, but then there's also the other side where I'm like, look, I'm just as frustrated with myself as I'm sure everyone else fucking is. Like, I do. I sit there and I try to say to myself, like, I'm here parenting, mentoring, coaching myself. Like, mate, this is the fucking plan that we're coming up with for today. This is your schedule for today. This is what we're going to do. I sit there and I go, look, go for a walk. The sun's trying to come out. It's not raining right now. Just fucking rug up and go for a walk. Okay? Go stretch your legs for a bit. Go have a fucking shower. Go have fucking something to eat. And then I don't do it. And yeah, I'm fucking frustrated because I sit there in my head and look at myself and go, no wonder you feel like shit, mate. Like, you're not looking after yourself. Start fucking putting some effort in. Like, what are you waiting for? What are you expecting to happen? Because none of this is making sense. Like, yes, I don't want to be alone, fair enough, but at the same time, if someone is here, it's not like I'm expecting someone to, like, do shit for me or, you know, ride my ass about all the jobs that I need to be doing. It's not like I'm going to do it anymore if someone else was here, so that's why I've got to, like, do it on my own and do it for myself, but it's fucking frustrating. Dealing with myself. I hate myself. I think, you know, it's like really the ultimate problem is I fucking hate myself. So I don't see the fucking point in doing these things and looking after myself because I don't care about myself to look after myself. It's so much easier for me to show that care to someone else and peripherally to myself because I don't know, like, I don't even sit there and say, I don't think I believe I deserve it. Because, you know, that's not entirely true. Because there is obviously a fucking part of me that does. I don't know. It's all just really fucking full on right now. And the thing is, I might not even have an issue with this next week. You know? I might be coping with shit a lot better next week. Because by then, my period will have fucking come. But I don't know. I hate this. I hate this unpredictable period bullshit. And Mum's like, have you done anything that would make it late? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, I mean, I haven't been having sex if you think I might be pregnant. If that was like that kind of question. No, there is no reason like that why I should be late. But as I said to Mum, like, I don't know. I said to Mum that pretty much since this year, my cycle has been longer than usual. But then I, you know, looked back through my history and my cycle is fucking all over the shop. Like, I'll have a couple of 27-day cycles, a couple of 29-day ones, but I do have a fair few, like 30, 31. So I'm like, I don't know, is this like my new normal? I don't fucking know. Like, I'm 31 years old. Like, shouldn't my body fucking know when, like, I've figured itself out? But then, I don't know. Then I've got to cross-reference it with shit that I know about the body and know that everything that, like, is happening with my cycle is stuff that was happening hormonally to me 100 to 90, like 90 to 100 days ago. So it's actually 3 months ago. So fuck, January, no, it wasn't a great time. I mean, it was fucking better time than it is now, but it wasn't a great time. So I guess that makes sense why I'm still like struggling with my periods. And yeah, usually from about day 29, I'll start taking some Vitex or Chase Tree, which is like a herbal supplement a naturopath recommended for me to help me like regulate my cycles. So usually like I'll start taking that. The one time that I took it for a whole cycle to try and regulate it again, I had a 17-day cycle. And I mean, I'm not diagnosed, but I think it's pretty fucking safe to say that I've got PMDD. Because obviously my mental health really takes a massive backslide in the few days leading up to my period, and that's why this period is or this time frame is so fucking stressful, because all I have to do is just keep my shit together and not act upon any impulses that are risky until my period starts, and then I can reevaluate and see if I feel the same way and if I want to continue that action. But really what happens is that my life just goes in fucking limbo for however long it takes. It used to just be a couple of days, and now it's closer to a week with how much this stretches on. And fuck, it really affects my, like, just my resilience. It really fucking affects that. And, like, all I can think is that people should know me and know that this is really fucking hard. Like, I've been labeled as needy for so much of my life. And now, you know, it's to show people that I love them, I have to fucking be locked up in my own house and try not to leave. And that's really, really hard. And I really struggle with that dynamic, and I want to reach out and talk to people, but then at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if they're busy. I don't know, like, you know, people are working from home, so maybe weekends are the best. Like, it's a really fucking hard time to just be existing right now. And I know it's hard for everyone. And I know that whatever is coming up as a challenge is something that I'm supposed to fucking like look at and, you know, reflect on and understand and, you know, blah, 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 shadow work, blah, 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 blah. But I don't mean to blah, blah, blah it away. I just, yeah. With what's, I guess, physically, hormonally going on with me right now, it's like, well, are these things that are popping up and irritating the shit out of me genuine things that I need to actually be looking at? Or am I just hormonal and hangry and underslept that I'm just really fucking sensitive to a lot of things? Like, I'm fucking having fights with people on comments on Facebook because it's just energy, I guess. Fucking sent a voice clip to Anna just saying why I don't want to talk to her anymore. I just, yeah. And talking to Jacob, and he's like, somehow it came up, I haven't eaten breakfast late. And he's like, well, maybe you're just hangry. And I'm like, excuse me. I mean, I didn't say that. Just sent him a thumb to shut him up. Look, maybe I am just hungry. You know, think that, you know, parent, adult May has been sitting there going, why don't you have some breakfast? I think you're hungry. Yeah, I felt hungry like an hour or two ago. So I think there's something to that. But now at the same time, I'm also quite fucking worked up. Quite fucking adrenal, and I have no appetite. Like, I've gone to stress, so no, digestion's not working. Blood and oxygen and shit are all, you know, in my limbs, ready to fucking run or move or whatever. Fight, which I don't want to do. And I know that if I eat, it's just going to fucking sit in my belly until I calm down enough for digestion to actually start working again. So no, I'm not going to put myself through that kind of stress and eat when I don't feel hungry, because I know my stomach isn't working right now. Yes, I acknowledge that having a coffee and cigarettes probably isn't helping the situation, but I'm just trying, man. And it's hard. And I want to call people and reach out and just talk. Not even talk, just vent about all of this shit, about everything that I've just said for the last 14 minutes. So that it comes out of my body and I am fucking fine. But I looked through my phone and I was like, there is no one here that I want to call and just whinge at, because I feel like because people don't want to make space for uncomfortable feelings. People want uncomfortable feelings to go away. And so, you know, that's why I've got to do all this shit on my own. It's not easy. It's not the greatest challenge in the world, I suppose. I've been through worse, so context, relativity, blah, 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 blah. But yeah. Anyway, I do feel a bit calmer having just got it all off my chest. It's not in me anymore, it's out. So that's all I needed. Just needed someone to listen to all the things that are frustrating me in my life and say, yep, that's shit. And yeah, if I can't get someone else to do that, at least I've got to be able to do it for myself. So here we go.